Dealing with everybody gone.
Just all day.
Yeah. Just me and Ben all day.
Bro, I'm going hiking that day. It's a beautiful day, probably about 75 degrees. Every other day it's been 95, 98 since I've been here. Kind of looking forward to this hike, never hiked in the desert. It's a little windy today though, but we'll deal with that as we go. Let's go hike. Pretty unique experience for me. It's a lot drier, a lot more plants though than I thought there'd be. I've got to pick up the pace because I'm going so slow trying to take every single picture of every rock formation that's out here. This is pretty cool. Glad I did this. A good way to send it home. Alright, so I probably look stupid here to everyone walking by talking to the camera, but I need to take a minute to point out two things. I'm in this little cove here to block the wind, so the acoustics might be funny. The second thing is this place is beautiful. There's so many different like rock formations and lines, crags, holes that have been eroded away. I don't know at all how they're formed, but it looks like a pretty impressive amount of Mother Nature got to these sandstone or limestone, whatever it is, quarries. I think it's sandstone. I'm up here at Calico Tanks. I'm going to go over. I think there's like an overlook just on the backside. So let's go check that out and continue the hike. Alright, so that was the Red Rocks Canyon hike. I went up to Calico Tanks to just check out some desert hiking. I've never been hiking in the desert before, and I gotta say it was pretty awesome. So I'll say this right now in the comments. If anyone who happens to see this knows of some really incredible desert style hiking, drop me a link in the comment because I'm interested in doing a few more of those. And I think what I like the most about that is when you kind of were in those little, I don't know, dips or valleys or I don't know if they count as slot canyons. Like, again, I've never really done that before, but that was the best part about that hike for me. So that was on my friend Justin's bachelor party. And the last day, that little intro scene, that last day everybody was checking out, and I told Justin, like, hey man, I'm going hiking. I had planned that. I wanted to do it. I had seen people's videos, and so I went out to the Red Rocks Canyon. I don't know if it's a state park or wilderness or whatever kind of area it is. I'll put some little, I don't know, title down here to tell you. And just had a great time going out there and hiking with great weather. And then lastly, I ran into a couple think they were from some Scandinavian country, or Finland, something like that. And they suggested that I go to Mount Charleston Lodge and hike to Cathedral Rock, Peak, or Mountain. They didn't know exactly what the name of it was, but I think it was Cathedral Rock. And if you look in the background of some of those shots, you'll notice that there was some dark clouds on the horizon. Well, when I finished this hike and finally went down and stopped recording, it looked like it was going to rain for sure. I went and got In-N-Out Burger, being from east of the Mississippi. Don't have that a lot, so I had to get some of that. And then by the time I finished eating that, it was raining pretty much everywhere I could see, and I wasn't about to drive an hour and a half just to be rained out on my hike. So I pretty much turned in the car after listening to the Reds, and then went back and hung out with my friends, watched some more sports, and wrapped up the bachelor party with a red-eye flight back and went to work the next day. So, with that being said, it's the end of the trip. Here in a couple weeks, I've got 2 trips coming up. I'm going to Asheville, North Carolina. If anyone has any awesome hikes around there, let me know. And then second, I am going to go out to Montana and Wyoming, and I'm going to do a hike with my family in the Beartooth Mountains. A hike I've done before, but a hike I'm really looking forward to capture. So, that's it for this different video, but I kind of like this style. So we'll see if we can do more. Side over caught. See you later.
Imagine how many times I've done that for this filming purpose.